Yeah, that's probably the happiest word in the English language. Wobbly. Because you can't say it without smiling. Wobbly. Of course, you guys are all probably going to try and be like douchebags. Just like, yeah, whatever, I can do it. It's a wobbly. Yeah, whatever. But the wah opens your mouth and the blee just comes out with a smile. Wobbly. Pretty good. Now, the unhappiest word in the English language is probably soggy cunt pouch. I know all the douchebags in the room are like, that's like 3 words, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not, because I wrote it with hyphens. Now, my name is Garrett Kelly, and I live in Pearson Scholarship Hall. Don't all you ladies throw your panties at once. Check. Joke worked. Moving on. Now, I thought about being a writer, right? But I'm not the most dedicated of people. I can't really read an entire novel, so I wasn't sure if I could write an entire novel. And so I was thinking, you know what? Maybe there are other writing professions that I only have to do like a sentence or two. Like fortune cookies. And then I thought a little harder. And I was thinking, you know what? That's a pretty freaky concept that I don't think people are really taking in enough. Like, there are messages in your food. Like, if I was to eat my grilled salmon and all of a sudden, like, I took a bite with a piece of paper that had a slip on and said, like, I don't know, something creepy like, get out now. Like, I would be freaking out. Or if it was something like, you look pretty tonight. Or something worse, like, just like, would that be the creepiest thing ever? It would. Now, I'm not as hairy as all the other comedians that have gone up tonight. However, I have constructed a little dialogue between me and my nipple hair. It goes as such. That's me. This is my nipple hair. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna fucking shave me. Look at you with that razor. You've seen Pink Floyd's The Wall. Don't touch me. Go ahead, do something. You're just gonna have to sit there, look at me, and just deal with it. No one's gonna touch your nipples ever. That was it. It was a really sad time in the shower. I go to KU. Woo! Yeah. And I know, it's weird. And I go to my classes, surprisingly enough. And sometimes I'm walking back late at night, and I really, really hate it. Because when you're walking really late at night and there's a girl that's walking your same direction, she has this automatic reaction that you're gonna rape her. Like you just look at her and you make eye contact, and all of a sudden she thinks you're gonna go up there and like tackle her and just like do her from behind. And so I really, really hate that, because you just want to, you know, shout out and say, hey, you know, I have things late to do at night as well. You know, we're just coincidentally walking in the same way. It's just so awkward, especially when you do rape them. But as far as girls go, it's really awkward when they say they're waiting for Prince Charming. Or that, like, you're not exactly good enough. They need to wait for someone who's coming up who's better. Like Prince Charming, like Disney has brainwashed girls into like the most ridiculous types of men. Like, let's look at Prince Charmings, right? Okay, Cinderella's Prince Charming went to every single girl in the palace and looked at their feet and like put a shoe on. That's a foot fetish. That's kind of creepy. And then there's like Sleeping Beauty, right? This dude went up and kissed her when she was asleep for like 100 years. That's called date rape. That sounds like my bra from Vega Delta Doo-to-Doo. Like, pretty ridiculous. And then there was Snow White, right? The prince kissed her when she was dead. When she was dead, that's necrophilia. Now, I don't know about you guys, but he just doesn't sound like a winner to me. Page 2 is done. Now, I have over 5,000 songs on my iTunes, and most of these are considered stolen or pirated. Now, I don't necessarily consider this the right term, because I don't necessarily consider stealing as something you go over to somebody and take it, but then they still sort of have it. Like when I go and steal a song, it's not as if they can't play that song anymore. As if that like melody, those like strings of chords have been taken away from them and they'll never be able to do DCG again. And so I figure like I'm being victimized here, and then there's the term pirating, right? Now, I have a relative, elementary knowledge of pirating, but as far as I know, Captain Jack Sparrow, Blackbeard, they never went on to another ship, boarded them, and then made exact replicas and copies of the barrels of rum and treasure chests of gold, and then took it back on their ship. In fact, I'm pretty sure the Spanish galleons would be fine with that, as long as they kept their gold and their rum. And I would understand it if they said I was a stealer and I was a pirater, if I went into the sound studios, took the original recordings, ripped out the larynx of the singer so that they could never sing that song again, and then put it into my own little room. That would be pirating, that would be stealing. However, it is... With that said, it's still wrong. It's quite illegal. It's really just, dishonorable in every single way.